Y'all are nosy for wanting to know how much I've made on YouTube so far, but since I like you guys as subscribers, I am willing to share that information. I'm also going to share some factors that I believe contributed to this amount of money that I've made on YouTube so far, and some other tips and strategies that I would definitely use if I were to start YouTube over in 2026. So keep watching this video if you guys want to see how much you can realistically make as a micro creator here on YouTube. Before we dive into numbers, I do want to briefly go through some misconceptions about what it's like to start a YouTube channel. I'm 100% putting myself in this category of people that have misconceptions about what it's like to be a content creator, because when I first started my journey, I thought I would just blow up my channel and we'd be making millions of dollars, and that's definitely not the case for me. I thought that maybe after a few months of posting consistently, my channel would just exponentially grow, which can be the case for some creators. That's definitely not my journey, and we're gonna go through those numbers. I also didn't think that it really mattered what you post on YouTube. I thought like, oh, people just like you for being you, which can be the case again, but not really my case. The third misconception that I really truly believed when I first started YouTube was that as long as you're posting as much as you physically can, your channel will just grow. I thought that if you just posted every single day and were super consistent, that again, your channel would just blow up. Last but not least, another misconception I feel like a lot of younger people have too, since social media is now turning into more of a career, is that you would be balling out just making a bunch of money. You'd be able to make a living doing YouTube and some, and that really has not been the scenario at all for my channel. And we're gonna dive into my actual statistics and what my channel stats are, and then we'll get into how much I made based on those numbers. So let's go ahead and do that next. If you're newer to my channel, my name's Alyssa. I've been posting consistently on YouTube since the summer of 2022. Now, I actually created my channel when I was, I believe, 14. And my sister and I, we would post videos a lot. I would make DIY videos. We would do like skits with my friends after school. There was a variety of content that I posted when I was a little bit younger, but then the computer that I used to edit my content on ended up breaking, so I went a long time without being able to post content. So I did have about 300 subscribers from when it was like the super bright visco, like extreme saturated era of YouTube, and I really look back fondly on those days because that's when I just really wanted to have fun with my friends and explore a creative outlet for myself. But fast forward, I stopped making videos around 16 and then started up my channel again when I was in my senior year of college in 2022. So that's kind of how long I've been posting for. If you fast forward it to now, it's been about 3.5 years of actually posting consistent on this channel. And what that means when I say posting consistent, I've posted 263 videos on my channel so far, which kind of sounds like a lot, I'm gonna be honest. And if you break it down, I've posted 96 short form reels on my channel, and then the rest have all been long form content. If you break that down even further, I've posted about 47 videos on average each year, which equates out to about once a week, give or take a few videos throughout the year. So I've been consistent with posting pretty much every single week with a long form video like this. And I really haven't picked up on Reels a ton just because I do work a full 9-to-5 job outside of YouTube as well. From that, my current subscriber count is 3,642 subscribers. So honestly, it's felt like each year I gain about 1,000 subscribers. It has not by any means been like, oh, here goes my channel and we're gaining more and more every day. Not the case. Yes, we're gaining more, but not exponentially like that. It's literally just been consistent. And if you break that down by me posting one video each week, it really isn't too much growth if you think about it. I would have thought by now, if you would have told me, girl, you've been consistent for the next 3.5 years, I totally would have thought I've had at least 10,000 subscribers by now. I love posting videos on YouTube, and if you're someone who's strictly doing it for the money, this is not going to be a a good job for you. So if you're not doing it because you like it, you are not going to succeed. You're going to give up because there is not money to be made in the beginning. I'll make that so clear right now. So that's gonna bring us to our next chapter of what you need to do to actually get monetized on YouTube and how much I've made so far. Okay, first things first, if you yourself are a newer creator or you just started your channel and you're like, ooh, I'm so excited, when do I get paid? You're gonna wanna sit down when I tell you this. It's gonna be a hot minute unless you're literally posting quality content every day. As I shared, I had about 300 subscribers from when I was a teenager posting content. So when I came back in 2022, I still had those subscribers. Were they relevant to my channel anymore? Probably not, but that did help my numbers right away. I had to get to 1,000 subscribers as one of the pillars that are required before you can actually get monetized. Now, the other pillar that you need before you're able to actually get monetized is kind of broken down into what type of creator you want to be. So for me, obviously, I thrive off of longer form videos that are horizontal, but you can also do YouTube Shorts, which is like more like Instagram Reels or TikTok. I don't know why I'm explaining it like you don't know what that is. So the option between what type of content you want to post more is tied to the number of views you need to have. I was just shooting for long form videos and I needed to reach 4,000 watch hours within a consistent 12-month rolling period of time. That was the hard part because I had older videos on my channel that are now private, so you can't go find them, LOL. It took more than 2 years of me being consistently posting on YouTube to even reach that 4,000 rolling period of watch time. So that in itself was the part that YouTube wants to see that you're committed to the bit. They want to see that like you're not just here for the money. They want to see you as a creator be consistent and have views coming back to your channel. So that took forever. Oh, before I forget, the other thing you can do if you do just want to do short form content, you have to have 10 million views on your shorts within a 3-month window. So good luck to anyone that wants to go that route. I can't even imagine what you'd have to do for that type of content to just get pushed constantly. So now that we've gone through what you have to do to get monetized, I got monetized early 2025 of last year, and the moment you've been waiting for, let's go through month by month how much I've made on YouTube since getting monetized. So in April, I made $127.56, and that is from people viewing ads on my channel. And then it skips a few months. I didn't get paid after that April time period until July. My next payout was $190.02. August was $132.17. Nothing happened in September, so it just rolls over to the next month. October was a payment of $140.44. Again, November I didn't have enough in that fund, so it rolls over to December, where I made $119.87. So after 3.5 years of posting consistent on YouTube, I've made a grand total of $710.06 so far. Going back to the misconceptions piece, if you told me it took 3.5 years to make less than $1,000 on YouTube, I'd be like, was that even worth your time? Which I don't really know. I love making videos and being creative anyways, so for me, it wasn't really about the money when starting out, but I think this is really, really important for the younger audience or someone who just wants to start a channel with the intent of making it their full-time career. I definitely would tell you don't quit your day job unless you plan on posting the best content ever every single day. So hopefully that helps you understand a little bit of where I'm coming from as a creator. That's also why a lot of YouTubers choose to do sponsored content, because you get paid a lot more from brands than you do actually AdSense on YouTube. The other thing to consider is I didn't believe I had to niche down in the beginning, and now I'm finally kind of getting to a spot where I'm getting consistently paid out because I've curated an audience of people that love small business content. In the beginning, I would post like week in my life, fun weekend activities, how much I spent in a week, just kind of random things that don't add a ton of value to my viewer. But now that I've started the series on my channel where I do small jewelry business content, that is where like most of my subscribers come from. I didn't really want to be known as the small business girl on YouTube, but the people want to see what they want to see. Because I'm adding value and inspiration through those videos, I've noticed I have the best audience through those videos specifically. Which then leads me into my next point, that if you want to actually make money on YouTube, your videos need to retain the viewer throughout the entire video, or most of the video. I typically notice whenever my videos perform better and get the most views, when I go through the analytics and I see why that's the case, it's because when someone clicks on my video, that counts as a view, but if they click off it right away, like if this is the whole timeline of the video and they're starting here and they drop off right away, that's lowering my retention. However, if that same person clicks on my video and watches the whole thing, that definitely boosts the amount of entertainment that my video is providing that person, and so YouTube is way more likely to push that video to another viewer. So it's really hard to do anything about this, but videos that perform well are when your audience is clicking your video and watching it at least 35% or more of the time. So that's why it's good to keep it entertaining the whole way through. I am by no means an expert on here, but I did just want to share some tips that if I were starting my channel again in 2026, what I would maybe do a little bit differently or continue to be doing. The first thing I would do is niche down and pick something that actually creates value to the person that's watching the video. I've noticed if it's just me going about my life, doing errands, going to the gym, hanging out with my friends, the viewer isn't really getting anything out of watching that. They're just watching someone go throughout their life. But if I'm educating someone on a process or a business, I'm inspiring someone to go and do something themselves, or I'm showing a beautiful thing that's inspiring to people, that is what people actually want to see. You do have to post consistently and have good content that people actually will retain watching throughout the whole video. So it's easier said than done, and as you can tell, I'm 3.5 years in and I'm still kind of figuring out these things. But I hope that helps if you yourself are starting a YouTube channel, or you were just curious to know what a micro creator can actually make on here. Obviously, I'm looking to continue expanding my channel. I'm not going anywhere. I post a lot more videos about small businesses now, and I do have a goal for myself on my little vision board back here that I would like to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year. From what I just shared with you, that might be a little unrealistic, but we'll see how it pans out. If you like this video, definitely make sure to subscribe and help me reach that goal. Comment down any questions. I always reply to all my comments, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye!